Hi, it's Cara from Enchanted Vines, and today I wanted to come to you with one of my favorite materials, which are items that add texture to our designs. They break up our florals, they might be different pops of color, so the options are endless. So I wanted to show you some of my favorites. All right, so these are Billy buttons. Some of these are from wholesalers. This is actually from Amazon, and I'm very specific with what I'll purchase on Amazon. However, these are actually a great quality. Next is using different shaped florals. So these hyacinth has that pointiness to them. They're great to be, sticking in between florals or to have like that cascading effect. We could also just go with our filler bush, add little pops of color throughout. We could go with a natural piece like these moss-covered lotus pods that I love. I have no idea. I've had these for like 2 years. I haven't used them. I don't know why. They're so pretty. All right, and then when it comes to berries, we have so many options. My one hesitation with berries, or the one kind I don't use, are the ones that they're basically styrofoam without coating. I think if you're going to use any materials that don't have that coating, it would need to be in a sheltered area. I don't think it's going to do well with the sun, and definitely not water. I think it would even struggle with having UV spray put on it. So I always like to find things that have like a nice thick coating to them. All right, so this is just these branches with smaller berries. These I love. So these are from Pioneer, and they all have like a really nice thick coating. Also from Pioneer, so with different styles, sheen, no sheen. This is my favorite Amazon find ever because I couldn't find these wholesale anymore. So these are berries. They also have the same hard cover. They are very reasonably priced, and this pops of chartreuse in any arrangement. It's just so eye-catching, and I love it. So I was so thankful for this Amazon find. And sometimes I'm just not in the mood to use berries, so I was looking for some alternatives, and I have found that sedum is definitely a great alternative, okay? So again, this is almost like a lime green, and this is wholesale. This is magenta, this pick, I love it, wholesale. And this one is green and white, and then it also has some foliage to it. So these are all Pioneer items so far. Oh, and these berries too. So different shapes, different styles, different colors. All depends on what it is that you're trying to accomplish, like what the vibe is, who your target audience is. This is from Joann's. I just discovered this recently and I love it. It's called the Berry Bush. It has a lot of texture. It has different shades, and it also has some white and some yellow. So I love chopping this up and just putting it in between. Like, I consider it like a disruptor with the florals. Next, I have succulents, and Michael's has a great selection. I know Hobby Lobby does too, but I prefer the ones at Michael's. I don't know. They're well priced. They have a great variety, a lot of great colors, and they look very realistic. So these are a great form of texture. Then you can find texture in the different greeneries. So as I've mentioned in other videos, I like to try and use a minimum of 3 greeneries just to get, again, a different flow and different shapes and colors in my designs. So like this eucalyptus would be a great option. We have thistles. So thistles come in all different colors. These are from Joann's, okay? And, sometimes there's kind of that, you need to spend a little bit of extra time sometimes with Joann's products. So for something like this, I would just go through and make sure like the head on this is missing, so I'd want to trim that. The head on this is missing, so I would want to trim that. So you just want to be cautious and maybe give them a little bit of extra TLC, okay? But these also work beautifully. These are from Pioneer. These are beautiful. Nice pop of a soft color purple. Another favorite of mine are Queen Anne's lace. I love how airy they are. It's so corny, but I was taught that your design should be airy enough so that a butterfly could fly through the florals. So I try and keep that in mind. I definitely go overboard quite a bit, and no butterflies are getting through things, but I do try and keep that in mind. And to me, Queen Anne's lace is a great option. Now, when I find these at Michael's, they're typically ravaged and the heads are missing and they're just a mess. I have found that using Michael's Pro and just having them shipped to you, they come in perfect condition because they haven't been handled by a bunch of people. And then the last one I wanted to show you, and I'm like so into this year, is fruit. So, you know, it could be peaches, lemons, limes, apples, like any of those things. Having little pops of these in between flowers, I think is just such a great combo. And I don't think it's specific to spring. I think it could be year round. I think it could be summer or spring. So another great investment. And, you know, these are an investment, but I also think it depends on who your target client is. So if your target client maybe, you know, shops in a catalog or Pottery Barn, they might be looking for something with a little bit more visual interest. If your target audience is more like farmhouse style, then you might want to keep it more on the simpler side, like I can't even think of the word because I don't use it. Minimalistic. So for me, I'm definitely a more is more girl, but there's also a big demand for minimalistic designs. So for minimalistic designs, I would definitely go easy on the texture. And yeah, I guess that's all the advice I can give you about minimalism. So anyways, I hope you found this helpful. If you did, please subscribe to the channel because there is more to come. And if you have any questions, just let me know.